Mike, a coalition of people from the hospitality industry have been pushing for ride-hailing for years now. Today, they were happy to hear the news, naturally. They say between Uber and Lyft, the two biggest players in the market coming to Vancouver, it is a win for consumers. But there are concerns that they won't be operating in smaller markets. And Ian Tossinson from Ride Hailing Now blames it on the Class 4 requirement.
The smaller communities, you're not going to be able to have the number of drivers you need to populate the system. So imagine being in a smaller community and you go and order your Lyft or your Uber and it says no drivers available. That defeats the whole purpose and the whole brand propositions.
He says it's an issue that they will continue talking to the government about, even though the government has said in the past it's a non-negotiable. The Class 4 requirement is something that has been looked at extensively, and interestingly, something the all-party committee did not recommend. The majority of the group agreed that a Class 5, a regular passenger's license, would have been sufficient. Liberal MLA Peter Millibar was among the representatives in that committee.
After looking at and requesting further information from ICBC around crash rates, around injury rates, there was no real difference in terms of the numbers between a Class 4 and a Class 5 operator.
On the other hand, taxi drivers glad to hear that the requirement is there, but they weren't exactly happy with the news about Uber today, though. Naturally, they're concerned about how it will affect business and say they feel they don't have a level playing field.
So they said they say safety, we put all cameras in there. Why they don't guys have cameras? So this point they say we need safety first. So why they don't follow the rule regulations?
They are not, and they have all open boundaries, right? And not for the taxis, right? I think taxis' future is not very good.
Some real concerns there from the industry. Some of the people, though, that we spoke to, they were very excited by the prospect of Uber. Like some of the advocates that we heard, they are ready to welcome ride-hailing to the city.
I am so happy. I would love Uber to come to Vancouver.
They have their driver code's responsibility, and they put them through a registration process, so it's fairly trustworthy.
Lots of anticipation there. Ian Tossinson from Ride Sharing Now says they're anticipating the ride-hailing companies will be up and running by about November of this year. And who knows, we may see other entrants come into the market before then. Mike?
Thanks, Leanne. Leanne Young reporting live tonight.